help me build my pedal board. This is what I got. A grilled cheese, which if you're after that Randy Rhoads tone, this does it. This right here is going to be a main. It's got to be on my board. I like it too much. This guy right here, this has got to be. And this has to be. And this has to be. But the rest of these, look at this battle survivor this guy's been through. It's the third one I've owned. I let all the other two, I let them go. They were in like real new good condition. I think this guy needs to be re-drilled and threaded. But it works, and it's got the knobs. Look at the dust. It's been through some battle, man. It's battle proven. Serious. About all I ever found it good for was a good rhythm tone. It never was worth a damn only. Look at the rust on that jack. I don't know what got on it. Something got on it and just orange peeled the paint. And this right here, this is a Zach throwaway. And they were going to throw it away. He goes, hey man, you want this? I was like, dude, I can't take that. He goes, no man, we're going to be in San Antonio tomorrow. I done checked the pawn shops. I got 3 more lined up. He said I was going to change the pots in it. But I decided since tomorrow I'm going to go straight to them pawn shops and pick up three more. I was going to just either change the pots in this one, but being as I found some, I was going to throw it in the trash. You can have it. And of course, it's got the fucking scratchy spots where Zach used it. This right here, I hate to say this because I like Marshall tube amps, but this fucking pedal's a joke. Man, you could turn all the knobs down to 0. When you click the pedal on, you can hear hiss. That's junk. They made a pedal a long time ago, man, that was in the late, sometime during the 70s. Marshall had a pedal, and it was in the same kind of pedal as a ADA flanger. And I got one in Texas at a pawn shop, and before I even made it to my house, I let somebody else borrow it. I said, here, you want to try it out? And that dickhead took it down to the music store and hocked it off to pay for his pod. He also stole my digital delay like that too, and took it to the music store and hocked it off to pay for his pod. This right here it's got the LED in it. Dusty. When you play, you can see the LED glowing in it. And it works good on certain types of little combo amps, but I wouldn't want it in my main line because it makes too much noise. And I've tried this pathetic thing. About where it's set. It's all about where it's good at. I like my tone high because I turn my tone knob down for bass. I don't really need this on my pedal board because it just don't sound like I like. I've tried it by itself. I've tried it with other pedals. It didn't help me at all. I make my guitar sing, man. I like to make notes sing. And I don't really need this. This doesn't make it help me with what I do any better. None whatsoever. It's kind of a joke. And besides, people thought they were going to treat their pedal board like the tracks are treated in a studio. Come on, man. Let those engineers mix that stew. You're just an ingredient. This is awesome. We're having a little tremolo. I have two of them. The other one just gave up the ghost. It still came on. And then here's another compressor, which I don't use. I had two of these because I had some karaoke mics I was plugging into them and setting them as compressors to a recorder, because that's what I could afford back in the 90s. But anyway, the majority of everything, it's an old crybaby. Not old, but from the 90s. When I picked it up, I had two of them. I loaned one out, never saw it again. OCB 95, I guess that might be the year. And there's a 847 made in the USA. Well, it seems to me like real Vox was made in Italy. Or the keyboards. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use these. The bad thing about that is I don't have my JCM 900 anymore because it was stolen. And this right here worked fine on it. But what I've got now, when I use this pedal, it kind of sucks tone. It like narrows the tone down. It buffers. It seems like it's more buffering on these amps that I have now. Solid state Marshall and some poor broke down worthless invested tube amps. A crate that I bought and sunk money in tubes. And it's still a piece of junk. It does not make the sound I like. And then that one over there, the PB Studio Windsor. Man, it was a great amp, man, until I put a KT88 in it from Amplified Parts. In about 5 minutes, all of a sudden it went nuts and sits there and makes a loud noise. I can't figure it out. After buying a new tube and putting in it, it fucked it up. Then I got that little bitty solid state 12 water without reverb. I wished it had a reverb because it sounds awesome. And then that MG junk. I am not happy with that solid state Marshall, but it's all I got to play with. Yeah, man, I was wanting someone help me build my pedalboard. Thanks, Ben. I know how to cut the wood. I've got wood cut out, ready to go. Rudy, what are you doing? Where are you going? Man, get me an order. Help me figure this out. I know this wall be first. I was thinking this was second. But this wine cellar, it's a line driver. Now I don't know if I want to put it last or first. That's one of the reasons why I've made this video. Help me make my pedal board. Alright, you guys comment. Figure out an order. Whichever one I decide to go with. Look, man, if you leave this out and I choose your order, I'll give it away. And this piece of junk right here, I tried to put it on Marketplace for 60 bucks. I really would like to get my 60 bucks back out of it because I feel like I'm going to get ripped off if I don't do something about it, because I do not like it. I'd be happy to sell it. I would say give it away. But this, I don't need it. I don't need that whoosh. It's cool and everything, but I seldom use it. So, comment, what order would you like? And if I try it out and I like it, man, I want to send you that. If you leave this out of my board and I go with how you say I should order them, and I try it out and I like the order, man, I'll give that to you for free. I done told Ola he could have my battle worn, and he didn't even respond. He wouldn't even make another comment back. Or maybe Glenn would like it. Glenn, I don't know, man. Glenn's kind of picky. He'd probably say, man, I don't want that piece of shit. And I dare not send it to Warren. What about Moot? Moot, you want this junk? It works. It's just been, I don't know, man. I don't know how many people's had it. My ex-drummer gave it to me. This is, like I said, this is the third one I've owned. Jimmy Phoenix. Chris Bull. Yeah, man. Crybaby. Vox. These I know I want. Line me out. Help me out. Thanks.